Hello and welcome to the DevLook at Nekro, a game that has great evil, a lot of blood, amazing style and a total biscuit in it. This game is done by a Dark Forge Games studio and it's coming from a Kickstarter, but the game has been in development for more than 3 years now, and as you might imagine is quite damn polished. Let's start our overview by going to the options menu. So as you can see, the graphical options are, they are okay, so you should bear in mind that this is a third person / top down kind of game. Think of Diablo or something similar. So you have pretty decent amount of options here, and they work fine. Then you have your music settings that has a separate music and sound slider. You can disable unit chatter and amazing narrator. Not sure why you want to do that. Then you have a fully rebindable keys. Although I do think that there is not enough keys here and there should be more, but I'll talk about that a bit later when we are in game. And you have additional options like invert camera, tutorial stuff, and you can turn off social whoring, which removes those Twitter and Facebook buttons here. It's nice to have. But let's just jump in the game and see how it works. I should say that I already completed the game once using the melee character. It currently has only 8 levels. And it was a lot of fun, so I started a new playthrough and went to the level that I think is the most interesting one. But let's just jump in and I'll let you hear a few sentences from the narrator they have in here.
34th of Girthen, 499, 5th entry. In the outlands of the King's Realm, I came across many freshly posted ordinances. In a laughable effort to quell my fury, the king has enacted a series of outrageous new laws. You're gonna want to hear this.
Alright, so that's the narrator and he's pretty awesome. It has this kind of dungeon keeper vibe, but I don't want to spoil the whole thing for you, so if you do want to spoil it, go look for Let's Plays. If not, then just buy the game, it's quite amazing. So this is your starting screen that you get to see before every level starts. Here is my Necro, this is Grim, and before you jump into the action you have several things you can customize. So the first one is your trinkets. You get those by defeating various enemies. Let's pick some, I'll say like those. Then you get your power points that you can spend on various upgrades for your Necro, so I'll say I want more health now. And then you have your summons, and you can upgrade them as well. So let's upgrade, yeah, I want one more of those, and then I'd say I want maximum scourge increased. Yeah, then you get just a nice overview of all the things that you have. Make sure everything is good and press the start button. Alright, so this is how the game looks, and this is my Necro Grim. You control your Necro in a pretty simple fashion using WASD to move and your mouse to control your attack, and your hotkeys to use to summon your spawns or use Scourge attack. Scourge attack looks something like this. Doesn't cost any blood, but has a cooldown when you use all of it. Summons cost you blood. Blood can be gained in 2 ways. The first one is to eat corpses, like the one lying over there, or to use a trinket, like the one I have. In fact, let's use it and set up a stage here. So this is a 4th level in the game, and out of 8 levels that are actually available now. And I think that this is the most interesting level in the game at the moment, because it has a very interesting mini game in it. Okay, let's try to pull that off. You can use your Scourge as well to resurrect some items on the level, like these bones and jack-o'-lanterns on the other levels, for example. They are a bit less powerful than your creeps, but they can help you fight other monsters. Goddamn, they're really aggroing everything in the level. Okay. So you can give your creeps command like this in a RDS fashion, I guess. It's quite simple. You cannot really tell them what to do. You can just tell them where to do that. Everything else they decide for themselves. Okay, so about that mini game in this level. You see there's this huge troll. What you can actually do is you can spawn your own troll from that large egg. And to make them as big as this one, you have to feed him blood. So yes, you have to feed the troll. I'm not sure if the pun intended or not. Okay, but you have to actually first let him survive this stuff. So let's get the hell out of there and go to our stage here. I hope my troll is still alive. Nope, he's not. He's already dead. That's not a very good thing. Okay, go there, go there. We have to feed the troll enough to fight this one off. Okay, let's hit this. So, let's smack him with everything we've got. Okay, I can summon the large guy. Come on. Come on. Can we beat him before he kills the troll again? Yeah, I think we can. Alright, cool, we beat him. And we can hit him and get our troll much bigger. So the gimmick of this level is actually to get this troll into the same size that large one was. And then to beat the crap out of your enemies. And somehow I find that this level is one of the better ones in the game. I mean, I don't say that other levels are boring, they're actually quite fun to play, but you know, they have this basic objective, just like go there, kill all, and or get enough blood. It still involves killing all on the map, or at least like 90% of them or so. Which is fun as well, but not as interesting as something like, you know, fit in the troll to get him bigger. This tiny mini game definitely brings variety to the gameplay. So I enjoy it a lot. I wish there would be a lot more levels like this actually, because this is fun. This is pretty damn fun. Okay, let's kill those guys. So, what about the downsides of this game? Well, first of all, if you are looking for something like, say, Diablo, you won't find it here. This game is more of a, I don't know, I would say even this is more of a puzzle rather than action or RPG or whatever. It does have the RPG elements, it does have the action elements. I mean, the combat is quite dynamic. And you have a cool music with a voodoo party here. Okay, so the combat is quite dynamic, and yes, it's maybe not as fast as some people would want it, but it's quite enjoyable. You can have your summons and you can command them, but the thing is that in the end gameplay comes to the, you know, if you can figure out how many summons you need and in what direction you should send them and who to take out first to not die horribly. I will show it to you in a moment. There's a pack of pretty powerful creeps here, and with this character I already died a few times there before I started recording the video. I wanted just to see, you know, what I need to do. Okay, go get them, go get them. Just summon those guys and then blow them up. Okay, hopefully we don't... Oh, they aggroed me, which is not good. Not good at all. Oh crap, there's the ranger guy. Did something. Alright. Yeah, I should mention that this game is not easy. Not easy at all. This game is actually hard. Let's send him here. I would say this game is actually rock hard, because when I was doing the final level, I think it took me like about 1.5 hours, and it took me around 3 hours to finish the game, so the last level was hard as hell. And that's a good thing, you know, I enjoy it, and more than anything the last level was a puzzle, you know, you had to figure out how exactly you approach the boss and what trinkets to bring with you, how to use them and things like this, so it brings quite a lot of variety to the games. It's quite awesome. So now let's talk about the problems the game has, shall we? One of the biggest ones I personally have with it, aside from the stuff that's been discussed on the forums quite a lot, and this is what I want to start from, is the trinkets. So you have your 4 trinkets that you can bring with you, and the way you use them is that you pick them here, and then you press T to use them. This is very inconvenient. I mean, in addition, you can hold T to get this kind of wheel that is obviously designed for controllers, and the controller support is promised for this game later, but you know, I'm playing on a keyboard, I have a lot of keys I can use. So I want to bind my trinkets to the keys so that I can use them fast, because there's been numerous situations when I just wanted to use one specific trinket and then I get distracted, I click on it and then I press T, and by that time I'm already dead. Not very good. I would prefer to have hotkeys there. The other things involve stuff like having the health bars. Oh, no, go here. Okay, let's bring them there. Okay, kill that guy. Yes. Okay, the other things involve stuff like health bars, but that's been discussed a lot already. As you can see, there's no health bars on mobs, and your creeps as well. Oh god, no. And the thing is that sometimes it's quite hard to figure out, who to hit first. And they just murdered my troll. That's not very good. As I was already saying, this game is rock hard, so if you don't watch out, you will get murdered in no seconds. Yeah, there are some problems with the engine, as you can see. I've seen some texture clipping here and there. Okay, let's try to put it. And some geometry clipping as well. I mean, it's not as it's, it's really bad or anything, but still it's quite annoying. Where did those guys came from? What? Okay, I think I'm dead. Let's try to run away from them. Just hit that guy. Let's try to dash away. Oh, I am dead. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, this game is not easy at all. I just missed this pack of mobs behind me and just got horribly smashed by them from all the sides around me. So I have to be careful, and that's why I'm saying it's more of a puzzle game rather than a strategy or tactics game, because you have to pick this specific route on a map that is most optimal and clean everything out carefully and be careful of the spawning points for the mobs and stuff like this. So yeah, back to the problems. Health bars. This is annoying, but not a big deal, and the developers already promised they will look into it and add a way to toggle them maybe or something like this. So, that's good. That's always good. Then, what else? Let me think about it. I think nothing really. So geometry clipping is, it's not that bad, and the worst one I've seen was like I was able to push the monster into the rocks like this by using the melee wind whirl move that pushes the monsters back, and I think that was the worst case of it. Everything else works pretty fine, and the game is really polished, and I mean seriously, the only thing this game is lacking at the moment is content. And content wise, I would love to see more levels like this one. Let's try to get this guy. Yeah. Alright. Because, feeding the troll is fun. This mechanic is amazing, and I want to see more like this. Is this what makes this game so unique? I wonder if we can actually get these guys to the troll and make them fight. Let's try that. Trinket. Nope. Uh-oh. Let's see if they will fight each other. Hey, don't attack me! Don't attack me! No! Fight with each other. Fight with each other! Shit! Yeah. Did they fight? Yeah, they do. And this is also quite awesome, you can actually pull that off. So those guys just was killed by the troll. Which is, do you know many games that you can pull stuff like this off in? I really don't, and I think this is quite awesome. Oh yeah, one more thing is the camera. Camera sometimes can be wonky. It has this thing when it hits the, I don't know, maybe geometry limits or field of view limits, it starts panning to the top, and occasionally it does this in very strange places. Other than this, there is nothing. I can't remember anything else. Everything else worked perfectly, and I enjoyed this game immensely. So I would, if you're into games like this, I would recommend buying it. It's crazy good. So troll, so yeah, this is one more problem with the health bars. To see how damaged he is, you have to like hover over him and then look down. That's not really convenient. Okay, resurrect this guy. Go attack him. Oops. That was wrong button. Come on, resurrect this guy. Then this guy, and then we start eating. Okay, but I probably should wrap that up. So, if you are into the god damn it, if you are into the puzzle slash RPG slash strategic games, then you definitely should consider buying Nekro, because it's quite good. And you know, even though it lacks some things right now, I mean, content wise, the developers will probably push them in quite fast, because seriously, it's been in development for 3 years. It have everything it needs to be awesome, and you know, adding good levels is hard, but adding levels is much easier than writing the whole game engine. So I expect there will be a lot of updates and content patches for it. So I would even say just buy it now, it's quite good. And yeah, I guess the biggest thing I would want to see for it, although I know that the developers were saying they are not sure about such a big thing for the game, is the integration with the Steam Workshop and some kind of modding slash map editor for the community. I think the community could actually come up with some pretty amazing things for this game and some pretty amazing levels to build. Maybe take it even further than the developers did. But that's all I have to say about the Nekro. Thank you for watching, and see you during the next update. Bye!